Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Yamimash bringing you a Gears of War 3 gameplay on Hotel, and what I want to talk about to you guys today is my weekend and how it went. I'll tell you one thing, it was a crazy weekend that I just had. I went out clubbing and I went out around, did some stuff, and I thought I'd tell you guys about it. And this is actually my first ever proper weekend where I went out and did stuff that involved drinking and socializing a lot and stuff like that, and some weird things did happen, so I thought I'd tell you. So on the Friday, I went traveling on train with one of my friends to a city called Birmingham, and stayed around friends over there. Actually stayed with two people that I've never met in my entire life. They're actually friends that I play with on Gears of War and friends that I've played with on League of Legends. So I never met these people, and I met them at the train station, so that's a first. So I guess it was a weird experience, but they're actually really cool people, so I was happy to see them. And I actually bought some clothes for the occasion. We went clothes shopping, and I'll tell you one thing, clothes are expensive stuff. I didn't really know that clothes were this expensive, but they sure were. About $150. Actually, no, I spent about over that. I spent over $200 or £150 on clothes that weekend. It's a lot of money to me, and so I got some clothes, and on the Friday night we actually bought a ton of alcohol from Sainsbury's. Got it in a trolley, and we filled it with a lot of alcohol. I'll tell you one thing, there was over a dozen cans of Monster, bottles of Sambuca, and big jars of Jaeger, and all this stuff, lots of alcohol. And we took it back to one of my friend's places where he lived. His name's Jack, and we played some drinking games, and did a lot of stuff. So the first thing we did with this shit ton of alcohol is we played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and we did a thing where we passed it around in a circle, the controller, and every time one of us died, we had to take a chug of the drink we were drinking, and then we pass it around to the next person. And one of my friends actually has never played a shooting game in his entire life, so that wasn't a good start. But he didn't do too bad, to be honest. Anyway, and then after you pass it round the circle to the person who started with it first, you had to take a shot of a Sambuca or Jaeger. You had to take a shot of it. And I'll tell you one thing. 3 matches into this thing, 3 matches in, we were fucked. And one of my friends actually puked on the floor. Well, we called it chundering, tactical chunder, some stuff like that. But yeah, he puked on the floor. And we also played another drinking game. This was actually before he puked. It's where we had a little plastic cup, and we put one. Well, it was 2v2. We had a plastic cup on each side, and we get these bottle caps, and we try and throw them into the plastic cup. It was quite a distance, and if you get the lid into the cup, the opposing team had to take a shot of alcohol, and that was quite fun actually. It was a good game. So one of my friends was sick everywhere, and that was a good night. In the morning though, he found out that his granddad fell down the stairs, and he was in hospital, so he had to go back home, and he lived quite far away, so he went away then. So the Saturday then, so he's gone. It was just the 3 of us at that point. We decided, we're gonna go clubbing, and I got my outfit ready. Bought some orange jeans with a blue t-shirt and stuff. And to be fair, I think it looked a bit classy. That's what my friend said. He said it looked a bit classy, but honestly, I thought it was alright. I didn't really care. Actually, a person on the bus who walked past kind of looked at me. I was like, yeah, it's alright, just randomly. So I was like, okay. And we got to the place. It's called Broad Street. Loads of clubs down there, and there was this one nightclub that was filled with entirely females, and we was a bit suspicious because we thought, well, there might be something going on here. I don't know, maybe it's a lesbian club or there is some gay shit going on, I don't know. But so we kind of ignored that club for a while, went into a few others, but they weren't the greatest, and then we went back to that club, and there was actually men in there, so we decided to go in. So let's go in, and we bought rounds of drinks in, and there was a bit of chemistry going on between a couple girls, and it was going good. But then, unfortunately, I got thrown out of the place. I got thrown out of the club for being too drunk, supposedly. And after that happens, this is where the night goes completely downhill. After I got thrown out of the club, one of my friends had to go back because he was feeling really bad. So he went back, so it was just me and Jack, the other person, and it was just the 2 of us. Obviously, we still couldn't get in the club, so we went into a different club, which wasn't the greatest, and he decided, you know, he said to me, why don't you go speak to a girl and try and chat her up and stuff. I was like, yeah, what should I say? Because I'm completely abysmal at this type of stuff. And he's like, why don't you go up to her, say she's gorgeous, and if she could sleep with you. And I said it. Didn't work out so well. Definitely didn't work out so well. So that's the first time, and I'm not doing that again. And you know, we went back and nothing really happened. But it was a good weekend overall. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll speak to you all soon. Goodbye, guys.